All right, this is page 21 of math analysis, and these notes, this is notes 3, are going to be about the unit circle. So we're going to get there, but we're not there yet. But that's what they're going to be about, and this is a huge deal. This is the sort of thing that is going to stay with you for years. So when we get to it, you want to make sure that you start memorizing it as soon as possible so that you can use it really fluidly. Like it needs to become like I've mentioned, like radians need to become kind of like another language to you that you know, like that you are fluent in. Unit circle is a big part of that. So let's take a look at this picture. 17 famous angles we memorized radian measures for are about to become super, super important to us. That is true. They've always been super important to everyone else, but to us right now. So in the spirit of that, let's fill them in. So here is a circle, and we just want to fill in the angle measures, right? So I'm just going to go for it. 0, pi over 6, over 4, over 3, over 2, and then over 3, 4. So you want to just be able to kind of like go relatively quickly because you shouldn't really be thinking that much is the idea. Okay, so these are our angles. You could also put 2 pi here if you want, totally up to you. So we want to know these 17 angles, right? So 0, you got your pi over 6s, your pi over 4s, your pi over 3s, and then pi over 2 is a quadrantal. And you got 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 6 pi, which is quadrantal. 7 pi over 6, 5 pi over 4, 4 pi over 3. 3 pi over 2 is quadrantal again. 5 pi over 3, 7 pi over 4, and 11 pi over 6. And then back to 2 pi, which is also quadrantals, right? So you got to know these. Part of it is like, these are a part of the unit circle. One of the things that you're going to have to list when you list everything about the unit circle is all of these angles. So make sure you know them already. If you don't, I don't know what you've been doing. But let's see if we can do this. So now we memorized some values of sine, cosine, and tangent. Hopefully you should have. And these are them. They're just written in radians. So let's see if we can fill this in. What way do I want to do this? All right, I guess. So now we're going to fill these in. So the sine of pi over 6 is 1/2, then root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2. This will be root 3 over 2, root 2 over 2, and then 1/2. Root 3 over 3, root 1, root 1, and then root 3. Okay, so those are the ones that we memorized. And now what we're going to do is basically just flip them over. So you get, my gosh, what do you get? 2. You get root 2 because you rationalize that one. You get 2 over root 3 because you do not rationalize that. Then you get 2 over root 3 again. Then you're going to get root 2 again. And then you're going to get 2. And then you're going to have root 3 because we rationalize that one. 1 because the reciprocal of 1 is 1. And then root 3 over 3 because we rationalize that. So the ones we rationalize, we're just like doing it kind of for like historical purposes. There's really no reason you can't have a radical in a denominator, despite what like some people seem to believe. But these are some baseline things. So this is a pretty short video. I'm going to stop this video here. These are things you need to memorize. If you don't have this whole page memorized at this point, get another blank copy and start filling it in. Or just make your own and fill it in. You have to know these things. If you don't know these, you're going to be in for a bad time. And we don't want to be in for a bad time. So put in the effort now, make sure you know it, and then going forward, life will be a lot easier. So I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to come back, do more of this on the next one, and I will see you there.